And now to the developing story on the push and pull between the Doctors Association and the South Korean government. With the doctors proceeding with their planned nationwide strike starting today, the South Korean government has given the doctors an ultimatum. They say if doctors don't return to work, those will be held responsible for neglecting their duty and could face up to 3 years in prison or have their license suspended. For more on this fluid situation, we have our Kim Do-yeon standing by at one of the major hospitals in capital Seoul. So Do-yeon, the government did give another announcement this morning. Tell us more.
Semin, yes it did. Just a couple hours ago, Health Minister Park Neung-hoo imposed an order on all doctors to return to their work as soon as possible. And if they don't, he said, the country has no options but to pursue judiciary proceedings.
The current legislation punishes those against the order with up to 3 years in prison or up to $25,000 in fines, or a cancellation or suspension of their medical license.
Such a hardline stance from the government comes as the nation has been seeing a large number of new COVID-19 cases, and the government says that the country cannot afford to have those doctors away from their workplaces. This comes despite the Doctors Association and Trainee Doctors Association having rounds of discussions with the government, including Prime Minister Chung Se-kyun, since Sunday. The doctors are against the government's reform plan, which includes upping admission quotas at med schools to recruit an additional 4,000 doctors over the next decade. Doctors claim it's the country's bad healthcare policies, not the shortage of doctors, that have caused the problems in provincial areas.
So Do-yeon, are hospitals, let alone the patients, prepared for this type of strike? Why don't we talk about the hospital where you're reporting from?
Semin, that's right. Here at Seoul National University Hospital, a major medical center in Seoul, some 510 of the 620 interns and residents have gone on strike, and around 200 professor-level doctors have joined in starting today. However, that was until this morning, and at 8 a.m. the government issued an order to have those that work in the Seoul metropolitan area return to their hospitals, so we will have to see how those doctors react. In addition to major hospitals, local hospitals will join the strike starting today. Medical students offered a license exam have also canceled their registration in protest. That's all I have for you at this hour. Back to you, Semin.